Hey, it's me, Jo, from Jo's Sleep and Slim Down Journey, and I'm really excited to be here. Literally, I'm really excited because this week I've got some great news. Okay, it's week 17, so it's just coming up to the 4 months since I started, and you know what I've lost? I have lost 28.5 kilos, which is the equivalent of 61.5 pounds. Ooh. So today's episode is going to be completely different from normal. We are going to celebrate the fact not only that I've lost 61.5 pounds, but I am going to share the secrets with you on how I've done it. Okay, are you ready? Get set, go. Actually, no, I tell you, if you're new to this channel and all you wanted was my secrets, you might be thinking, well, where did all they go in 20 minutes? You can watch the video. I'll be waffling through a lot of it. Instead, you could just, subscribe and like, and then go to the video description and just read all the secrets there. So for everybody else who is a fan of the channel, thank you very much for joining. I love you as always. I really appreciated all the lovely messages that you sent me last week, because we do know that I was suffering with my fibromyalgia flare-up. Miss Mary is back in her grooming collar because she's over-grooming again. But we'll move on from that. So, I'm going to start off with my secrets. My first secret, you have to work with your doctor. You have to work with your medical professional, the pharmacist. Most of us who are overweight, you're absolutely right, Miss Mary, absolutely right. Most of us who are overweight, we're overweight. And we have additional comorbidities, because obesity, especially severe or morbidly obesity, is part of a metabolic disorder, and that means that it usually comes with some other additional factors. So the reason why I actually started this channel, Jo's Sleep and Slim Down, was because health was the most important thing. Slim Down came second. I needed to sleep, I needed to regain my health, and I'm sure many of you are also in the same boat. So my first tip, you have to work with your medical professionals. We're good friends with the good Dr. G. He is a fantastic resource on YouTube. He's also part of our community. So, hi, Dr. G. Yes, we love you dancing. But Dr. G is also available for video consultations. So if you're in the States, speak to your US providers, your insurance providers. See if you can get a consultation, because the good Dr. G, he is phenomenal at all things GLP-1. He understands how it can improve our metabolic health and ultimately then help us with weight loss and health improvements. So speak with your doctors. The second bit of advice, this is my second secret for all of you. If you have any comorbidities and health issues, you need to get them sorted. Because one thing that is really important, and here's my list of all my chronic conditions, but one thing that's really important is if your body is in distress, then out come the stress hormones, and that is cortisol. And if you don't know already, cortisol is not your friend when it comes to weight loss. I am telling you, I had a sleep study done, and in the 7.5 hours recorded, I stopped breathing 600 times in one night. No wonder my body was putting on £8 a month, regardless of all the things I was eating. I was eating one low carb, low FODMAP meal a day. Still the weight was going on. So please, if you've got any underlying conditions, like hypertension, if you've got under or overactive thyroids, you need to get them sorted. And then with the medication and the treatment options they give you, you need to use them. I don't know if you are a fan of the channel or not. You'll know Colin. Colin is my CPAP machine. Colin is my significant other. If it wasn't for Colin, I would not be here. And I'm serious about that. I would not be here. Every night I was going to my deathbed until Colin arrived. Since then, we are so close. But for those of you who are on this weight loss journey, trying to improve your health, and you've got sleep apnea, and you've got a CPAP machine, use it, please. Because if you don't, that cortisol level is stopping your weight loss in its tracks. The other thing I found out the other day was that if you're based in the States and you have sleep apnea, your insurer might in fact give you GLP-1s, part of their insurance package, so long as you prove that you're using your CPAP machine. So go for it. So the third tip is you need to find your people. And when I say that, I mean the community of people who were on this journey together. Not the ones that say, oh my God, have you heard in the news? This is going to kill you, or it's such a waste of money. You know, people may think it's a waste of money, but they're not living in your shoes. Hold on, Miss Mary's trying to get at something she shouldn't. I've got some catnip here for it. She's doing a bit of self-service. So, let me get this sorted. Come on, you. Back over here. My goodness. Honestly. Miss Mary is part of the community. She's a beloved member. But I was chatting with Carleen. Carleen is actually a part of our community as well. But I found her on Instagram under Becoming Carleen. That's your Instagram title, isn't it, Carleen? Carleen is fantastic. She's been on this journey already. She's almost at the end of it. She has lost 130 pounds, which is more than half her weight. Remember, I've lost over 60 pounds. I've still got an 80 pounds to go. So Carleen is my inspiration. She's a registered nurse. She had type 2 diabetes. So she was trying to lose weight for all the right reasons. She was put on a GLP-1, got to a goal weight, and now is reaping all the rewards. So lovely to see you, Carleen. I can't wait for you to start your YouTube channel. We're all going to subscribe. Speaking of YouTube channels, here's my fourth? Let's say fourth then. My fourth tip. Watch other YouTubers who are doing the same thing. Now, Delilah, I adore Delilah. Delilah's over in Texas. She has other chronic conditions. Some of them similar to mine, but some of them completely opposite. But she also found that with those chronic conditions, the weight just gained. She's lost a phenomenal amount of weight already, and she looks fantastic, I might add. But she has just released this video here explaining some hard truths about how we should eat going forward. And what she points out, I mean, I want you to go and watch her video, but ultimately she's saying food is never the enemy. We should never talk about, oh, I'm having a cheat day. Oh, I feel really naughty. I feel really guilty. I feel really guilty having that. That's not what food is. However, for some of us with chronic conditions, we have to realise that that food isn't always our friend. So it's the sort of thing that you can have as a treat rather than having it every day. And you kind of know this stuff already, don't you? So we know we're not teaching you to suck eggs. Where did that phrase come from? I don't know. Anyway, eggs. If you are not a vegan or a vegetarian, eggs is another great thing for you to be eating as part of your weight loss. And I mean, you may have heard of Eddie Brew. Eddie Brew has got some fantastic. This cat, honestly. I'll put it there and just leave it to it. He's got some fantastic thoughts about eggs and proteins. Well, here's a montage of my food. I don't know if I mentioned it very briefly before, but I have to follow a personalised FODMAP plan because I have really bad IBS. I have chronic inflammation, and the IBS can be set off by any sort of things, particularly foods. So I worked with a FODMAP dietitian, and we got all of the foods that set off my issues, found them out, and got them out of my diet. So this montage of food, you can see, I mean, I love it. I love it because it means I'm not stuck on the toilet for days. But it is a bit boring. So, again, I've lost 61 pounds by eating this. I'm not expecting you to do it. But, you know, if you know that there are some foods that really set off, you know, you might get diarrhea after it. You might be the worst kind of silver burps after it. You know, those issues, those uncomfortable toilet issues that we don't really like to talk about. If that's you, I would encourage you to just try not eating them, because that is one of the things that is slowing down your weight loss. So that's tip number 4. We've got, for example, Anissa. She's I don't know if she's type 2 diabetic, but her A1Cs were through the roof. Well, now she's controlling her A1Cs through low carb meals. So check out her video. Also, we've got Ginger. Ginger she's nearly lost 6 stone. She's so close to goal, but she's still having problems with food and, you know, inflammation things that are happening. So she's on an AIP program, and that helps with autoimmune issues. So she's restricted a lot of food, including, oh bless her heart, including caffeine. That's one of the things that if you are on low carb, you'll find that you know, caffeine with your milk and sugar, you might have to give that one up. Oh, speaking of sugars, beware of sweeteners. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on to tip number 5 then. Tip number 5. Fibre. Fibre is going to be like your best friend when it comes to weight loss, especially on a GLP-1, because the whole point of a GLP-1 is it's slowing down the food in your digestive tract, so you feel fuller for longer. But that also means that suddenly you're not as regular as what you used to be, and then because you're not eating as much food as you used to, and you're prioritizing protein, it's harder moving through the track. So you have to drink plenty of water. I'm serious, drink plenty of water if you are on a GLP-1 weight loss. But my advice to you, get yourself some fibre supplements, or you could do what I do and make it yourself. So I bought konjac fibre, I think this one's psyllium husk powder. Psyllium husk powder was something like £12 on Amazon for 500 grams. And I bought a kilo, so what's that, £22? I also bought some gelatin capsules. These are size 0, 0. And what I do is literally fill these up. And this, 1 kilo, will last me 7 months. Before, I used to pay £25 for a month's supply. That is my real important thing about fibre. I don't get a huge amount of fibre anyway, so I've been taking konjac fibre for years. I'm not sure if I've mentioned Abraham, the pharmacist. Watch his video, because he tells you more about if you've got, you know, the different things that can happen with your stomach that can set off an inflammatory response. And that's in his FODMAP video. So, as usual, I'll put all the links in the description below. So, what about you? What food are you guys eating? Are you following a plan that you might want to share with us? That'd be really good if you could. Pop it in the comments below. Now, there are 3 people who are not on a GLP-1, but they're part of our community and we love them dearly. And they're in fact on the Slimming World plan. So, I'm sure you've heard me talk about Shell, but we have Alan. Alan has a beautiful dog, Boris. And we also have Byron, who has a gorgeous cat called Craddock. Now, they're on Slimming World. So they're on this weight loss journey with us. And they're part of our community as well. So you might be interested in following Slimming World. Shell does some brilliant videos where she talks about the different, you know, the different sins. I don't know. Watch Shell's videos. She'll be able to explain it more. But I was watching one of Shell's videos, I think it was her latest one that she gave us on Thursday. She's talking about August. Have I said that right, Shell? August? Healthy August. So, this video is coming out late. But the whole point of it is that let's start August by thinking about good health, because that's what these secrets are all about. And the next thing I want to talk to you about, my secret, is you need to be aware of the side effects and you need to be ready for them, and you need to know when to speak to your doctor if the side effects get really, really uncomfortable for you. So, Ali, you know our good friend Ali from Mounjaro with Ali. Well, in his last videos, he was explaining that he was suffering from dizziness. In this particular video, again, linked in the description below, he tells us that he went to the doctor, found out that indeed hypoglycemia and low blood pressure can be part of the side effects of being on a GLP-1 and losing weight. He was feeling terrible, so that is never the plan on a GLP-1. If you are feeling terrible, please speak to your healthcare provider, your primary care physician, your pharmacist even. As you say, Abraham the pharmacist is always ready with some good information for you. So please do not be frightened of speaking to the healthcare professionals. In Dr. Kevin Josie's video, he talks about some more serious side effects. And side effects where, I mean, I don't know if everyone, because remember I have suffered with IBS, but I don't know if everyone else has ever suffered with diarrhea or sickness or nausea or constipation, the dreaded C, constipation. But it's supposed to be mildly uncomfortable. If you're feeling any sort of moderate to severe pain, you know, if you're bending over double in pain with your stomach, that is not normal. Please, if you're feeling that, you need to go and seek medical advice. And tell them you're on a GLP-1. There is, you know, nice guidelines now are talking about GLP-1 for many of the metabolic health disorders. And we're getting approved for them. So do not be embarrassed about talking to your doctor that you were on GLP-1. Please. Neil, he is a clinician. He's got his channel, My Life's Toil, and he's explaining that he's seen quite a few discharge notes now where people have been going to hospital with acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis, it can be solved really simply, but go and get it sorted. That's the whole point. Please, go and get it sorted. Now, again, we spoke about Dr. Emma Anders before on this channel. Dr. Emma Anders has got a brilliant channel as well, and she has been putting out some videos all about GLP-1s. This week she's been talking about microdosing. What she's actually saying is microdosing is not necessarily what many of us in the GLP-1 community are doing. We're doing split dosing. We have been prescribed an amount of this dose to take. So for me, I've been prescribed to do 7.5 mg. I've spoken to my pharmacist about this and said, I really don't want side effects because my ultimate goal is to get out there. I do not want to be housebound because I'm sat on the loo for 2 or 3 days. So my pharmacist said, so long as you don't exceed the prescribed dose, you can choose to split how and when you want to take them. So in Dr. Emma's video, she's explaining more, you know, about the reason why you should speak to your doctor about this, but also the reason why your doctor might not give you a definitive answer. So, more importantly, she's explaining, we are not here chasing weight loss. We might want to lose weight in order to improve our health, but the goal is to improve our health. So, don't worry about the figure on the scales. That is the secret. Number 6, I think it is. Where am I? You know what I'm like with counting. Do not worry about what is on the scales. You know, I've talked about it many times before. And my Flavor Flav thing. We're not walking around with our bathroom scales right here and everyone knows what we weigh. So don't put energy into that. You want to put energy into improved health. And so, as Dr. Emma's saying, don't make yourself take more dose than what your body is capable of accepting. And that means, seriously, that you just get worse side effects. If your side effects are worsening, speak to your pharmacist again and, you know, come down back to the dose. Because the whole point of GLP-1, yes, lose weight, but it's lose weight at the where your body is ready to, at the rate your body's ready to. So please don't chase the dose, chase improved health. The other thing about the dosage, now remember I'm saying about my maths is shocking. We have Gordon from the Fat Old Climber. He always comes to our rescues, and I know I'm terrible for it, Gordon. I always ask you, Gordon, can you tell me what I need to do? Right, do you know what he's done? He's now created an app, an online app. It's free. Where all you need to do is go to the app. I'll put the link in the description. And all you do is you put in what split you want to do. Or maybe you're doing it where instead of taking it every 7 days, you're taking it every 5. It's got all of that covered for you. So just use the app. Now, Gordon's built this all himself because he's been having so many people ask him all of these questions about how to calculate the split dose. So if you're using the app, consider buying him a coffee for all his help, because Gordon, honestly, he's a legend amongst these parts. My next secret, this is the really important part. My community tell me this all the time. Joyful Blossom especially, she's just started a new regime, because this secret is all about strength training that helps whilst you're losing weight. Because we want to make sure that once we are in our optimal figures, which are healthy and beautiful, that we're not weak. So we have to start doing things like strength training. And one of the easiest ways to do it is with resistance bands, or, we could do squats where you're using your own weight to help you do this training. So Joyful Blossom, she's just started this program. She's based in Ohio, so I'm not sure if they do this in the UK yet, where it's spin, strength, and then yoga. So namaste. Namaste, Joyful Blossom. Al is from the Philippines, and Al has got me really excited about mountain biking and doing these dirt bike rush things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still stuck in the house. And my health is still, my mobility is still, I have my Sir Michael Caine here. But just watching his videos, and he's made it so it's like, like a Peloton trip, but it's free. It's for us on YouTube. So go and check out his video. I find them really motivational, and every time I watch them, I think the scenery is beautiful, and the rate that he's going at. But before you know it, I'm doing squats, or I'm doing lunges and things. So find something that motivates you. That is really important. One of the things that people are motivated by is they don't want to have the loose skin. I mean, look at Wing Watch. This is still the looseness that I've had all along. So I'm not wanting it to get any worse. Claire asked me if I would show her how I make my own collagen capsules. Again, it comes back to these gelatin capsules, size 00, and I take 2 of these a day. But what's in them, you might ask? Well, Claire, remember, I am not working at the moment. I'm not earning any money, so money is too tight to mention. So I buy the source of collagen that I can afford, and that is beef gelatin and chicken gelatin. Chicken gelatin's really good for your joints and your tendons, but beef gelatin's really good for elasticity. So works really good with things like your, repairing the collagen in your skin, repairing the lining in your digestive tract, very important. And it's even good for, oh my God, I forgot the word again. Oh, I forgot the word, and it's the cognitive one. Neurotransmitters. Fancy forgetting the word. Right. Moving swiftly on. So, what I do is I do 2 parts beef, 1 part chicken. Again, this only works for us that are meat and fish eaters. And then I just literally fill them up, and I take 2 a day. Happy days. The other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help get the lymph drainage going through my system. So, I've got my vibration plate. Oh my God, it was so funny this week. Mum and Richard came with Isla, and this week they came to just see me drop something off. And I was like, come and let me show you my vibration plate. So I got them all on it. I thought it was hilarious seeing everybody's body shake. And it's great. But what it does, it actually helps with the drainage. So at the moment, I'm not supposed to be on it because I'm still waiting for the results from my echocardiogram and don't want to be risking an atrial fibrillation mishap. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm really, really massaging all of my body, working it through. And the other way to help me shake it all loose is by dancing. Yes, Dr. G is back. What an inspiration. Just put on your favourite tunes and dance. And remember, Sir Michael comes with me. Wherever I'm dancing around the house, Sir Michael is there to make sure that I'm all good to go. So there are my secrets. There are my tips. I know my community is so knowledgeable, so I cannot wait to read some of your tips, your secrets, the ways you're eating, the things that you've removed if you've needed to, the ways that you help with your lymphatic, any of it. So please put it in the comments below. I adore you all. I'm sorry this video is late, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So until then, sleep well, slim down, and I'll see you next time.